Pancake, and I've come to throw my pancakes at you. And there's the pancake. It's the Outer Worlds. And yes, we're going to continue from where we left off. Yes, I'm probably going to sooner or later take a pause and go ahead and go on ahead. Oh my, looks like it's supposed to be hot in this room.
So much wasted space here. You could house everyone in Amber Heights in this room.
Nice.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see. Good for you. Hope you scared some sense into those bureaucrats. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. Good. So what brings you to ground? I'm sure there's plenty of both around. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with action.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message...
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can...
Right. In person. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Late. Couldn't have done it.
Now, if there's nothing else... Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my... Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let... None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. Reasonable, huh? According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back. Hold on. There's something you should know before... The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned, and a haven. Good.
This is how... On news. We interrupt your regular...
Come on, stop pulling it out. Oh, you have to talk to her on the ship. I think that we're going to be making the enemy of the board completely, but that just depends, because we can, if we can get the items that we need, the chemicals, then we can save all the people on the. Come on, the mighty Pancake, who is throwing his pancake as hard as he can, and if it doesn't stick, it waste. But yeah, we're on the groundbreaker, and we're going to see a part of the ship that's abandoned. Where we're going to be using this gun finally, because the game keeps on pull it out every 5 seconds. I guess it could be blamed on me for, pressing the shoulder buttons, but still, seems every 5 seconds it wants to pull it out and not put it away. Keep on putting it away, begin putting it away, and yet I can't keep my fingers from pressing the buttons that bring it out. Come on, loading screen. Let's not have me talk about how bad Pancake sucks. Ugh. Please, game. Of course not. Clock ticks up and up. Oh, finally! No, there's some, but they're like all the way back when I'm low level.
Who the? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any?
Ooh, we just turned all these guys into ash.
And that's how it's done, Captain.
Well, we're just going to keep it. We're going to look around for all the stuff that we can find. The engineer's gone. Outlaw Stalker's gone. This captain here. He is now done. He's well done, actually. More done than a pancake that should be lightly browned. He is a hockey puck. He's as done as a hockey puck. Where was stealing this from? Guess from the ship? No, it's just not giving a darn about the steal because, well, hey, who's gonna care? Because it's a long abandoned area. Why is there stuff there? Is it that it's gonna be re-inhabited later? And that's the case, I'll just take it all before everybody comes back.
Smells kind of like old Mess's outflow pipes.
I'm surprised you can smell that. You're wearing a helmet. I guess that's the next level of gaming, is that you're going to have something that's able to to make it the smells.
Get branded when they join McRed's crew?
Here they come!
The last of them.
Ooh, he became a torso. His pancake is crumbled. Another one hits the flip. Alrighty. Yep. I'm gonna have plenty of plenty content for all you to watch because I'm for that doing these one after another because of how much I like this game. Thinking I'm a new YouTuber, I don't have a big following. I'm trying to get a following. If you do like my pancake, my pancake will keep on flipping and throwing more pancakes at you. I mean, I'll do it anyways because it's all I can do. On that, my pancake has to try to figure out how to live real life. Huh. Bread worm. You know what that reminds me of? The Mega Meal worms. Yeah, Mega Meal worms. What you feed the lizards and stuff. Just a bit more mutated. Also, they look kind of like smaller versions of the Manta. Hi. Well, you were alone, and thus very sad. You were a lonely, sad pancake. And now...
Liz gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
There we go.
Place gives me the shivers.
Something to break, some stuff to keep in my inventory. At least we don't have that heavy rotating steel system. Because it seems like once it's yours, it's yours. Then again, who's going to be able to say, hey, that's stolen? I mean, literally, that's kind of one of the saddest things of gaming is that they have to make a separate system for stolen items. Separate inventory.
Huh?
Huh, haven't seen any new faces. Ah, that's too bad. I mean, I'll get back to my...
Nice. Now that she's gone, I can take everything. Which, I should be able to take anything besides, because it's abandoned. It's supposedly been abandoned, yet everything is owned? I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 minute then.
Leather.
There we go. I found a pass key. I think that's one of the things I need to be able to go to another planet, I guess. It had something in it, but the door's broken, so you can't get in there. I think that is all. Is that steel axe? No, I don't want. I don't want that. That's not so good. It's raspberries compared to what I have. Yes, my batter. We are having me try to fix the language and make it so that I'm not speaking like a toilet. So yes, I am finding every other word, unless it's literal showing of what it is. So you get to have the funny resemblances to food and mix of food too. I mean, the only I don't think there's any such thing as a brown pancake. At least not brown as in that color. There is such thing as a browned pancake, such as burned a little bit, unless you added in maybe actual chocolate, and then you would have actual brown pancakes. But then they'd be chocolate pancakes, wouldn't they? Because then that would be actually really good and tasty. Halfway. I mean, it just depends on crummy, shall we say? Can we return, please? And you're not leaving molasses? Raspberries. Thank you. Halfway. 3.
This is how.
You've returned, and I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the front. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight... More than a few. Less than a hive. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here...
Don't worry, Miss Junlei.
I'm genuinely...
Alrighty, so we got the part, and we're going to go down there. Well, I'll talk to you when I get back. The private was stuck down there with the...
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the mantipelas, but I'd be my...
Come on. Okay, Raspberry. Let me see your beautiful little face. Oh, come on. Maybe it's because I'm touching these things. Yep. Okay. We're gonna get up here and we're going to find out if we can find a door that goes out there, and take care of it. Take care of our little. No, there's no need for a door because it's open. Hope that jolted your life away. Yes, it's a pun, because I got a gun that shoots electricity. And at least it's not the megawatt.
Some help with the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of men. Bad news. Diagnostics says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Think fast if you can. Shoot fast.
Thank you, game, for going with like molasses and not let me see what I'm supposed to be doing.
Here they come!
Really? Come on. Well, looks like I'm in the wrong spot. Should have gone this way. No, it's barred. Is that where we were going? I have to jump on the boxes. I got ya. Need to think. Let me see. Is there anything back here that's like a way down? No. Of course not. Oh, right there. And no, that's one of them. Come on. Is that a weapon I can take? No, that's a pipe wrench. Though the pipe wrench is big enough to be a weapon, if I were to really be frank about it.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps.
System
You
alert.
don't cycle the droplet.
Keep on getting light ammo. I'm going to have so much syrup there that it's going to be ridiculous. No, I don't think any of my character. Well, only the character I can think of that could maybe use it is Nakoda. Nayoka? Yoka? I think she's the only one that uses it. Other than that, when I use heavy ammo, she uses heavy ammo. This one uses heavy, this one uses heavy, this uses plasma. So yeah.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
I have to probably get up there from the top. Oh, right there's some stuff. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. We got Nutella. We got Nutella for a little effort. Now we'll see what we can do here. Jump down here. We find nothing. So we got raspberries. Got more raspberries. Alright, so we took care of the mantipede problem, which would have turned into a very more worse problem. And of course my allies teleported right behind me, as per usual.
Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
Temps are lowering across the station. Anyone outside is getting the
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Angie
I think I heard
Carroll?
Chief Junlei
Because
looking
she
for you.
remembers
You better go find her
Careful
real
where you
quickly.
point that
She's
thing.
not the most patient.
When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, Anti-Cleo, that's who.
And we are getting the stare down of the century. And even though she's supposed to be
My
talking
boards are
again.
returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts. But the temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept it. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. Frustrating. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayan, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
It must have been amazing.
That means a lot coming. It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a red.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels... You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. You've got my...
I'm not even going to ask that.
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the dock. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction.
Well, they'll be happy when we take care of stuff. Laboratory outfit, goodbye. That thing, goodbye. That thing. Looks like I'll keep the welder gauntlets. Jeez, am I supposed to come here earlier? I'm sure that's what's supposed to happen. I'm supposed to come here after first thing. That's all I can think of. Yeah, I went to Monarch. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, that would be a horrible jump to go down. Okay, it's gonna put me back on something I don't want. Oh, put me on this. Okay, we're gonna go do that. And who knows? Let's see if we got raspberries or we can continue playing. We can continue playing. That's always good. Hmm.
You been flying the outer systems route lately?
Give me time to get through here.
How goes the hunt? Nothing excessive, mind you. Here's the bounty payout. With that bastard do then get
Okay, I don't want to get in trouble going back there, so let's not go back there. And okay, would you stop pulling out the weapon? Just signal, solution vial. No, would you put that down, please?
Rizzo Purple Berry Crunch. Sugar gel flakes and purple berry flavored powder.
Okay, well, we're going to be staring into his eyes, looking in the deep abyss of his pancakes, just for a second.
Junlei called up from engine. Now is this?
I don't need his medical supplies.
Can't say I've seen you before. Irion mentioned a busybody getting in his way on Scylla. Thank you for getting my mechanicals to me. If you're ever in the market for...
Well, now, that's good to have a level up. Let's increase that by 5, and then we'll increase my hack by 5, and there we go. And next, I'm not sure what I want to do. Okay, critical chance, negotiator. That's actually something that'd be nice, because if I'm going to be buying a lot of stuff from there, I'm going to want to have that downloaded. Okay, can we please get ourselves out of here? And I saw that glitch. I saw out into the void of space. There was no spaceship behind me. Okay, let me see. Shift signal, Sapphire, everyone's ranking.
C&D Borsworth. It's not unless it's Borsworth.
Oh, neat! They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Suppose that's the point. Hide in plain sight and all that.
Yep. You guys should we abduct you?
Salvage. You the one. Miss Lily has been
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your... Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight. Charm. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I didn't ask. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. It's never straightforward. If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job... One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high... We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouses. Now get one. You'll do fine.
Think I'll watch.
Space crime continuum. Okay, well, let's see. We'll go and do that one. We'll do that one, and then next one next to these, I'll probably do that one next because Monarch seems to be the place where I can go.
A woman's a rabbit.
Betting on the tossball series? I know you were trying to stop.
Huh? Oh, that one. That one is okay. So, weapons from the void.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
This is Halcyon News.
Still didn't quite nothing. Huh? What? Huh?
I'll take the ammo. But I think that's it. I'm not going to take anything else. See how much damage I take? Nothing. Nothing. That's surprising. Normally I take a whole ball of damage whenever I jump off something like that. Okay. Supposedly it's over there. No.
When might we expect you out here again?
CNP, I can't believe it's not yours. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Okay, can I actually go back there then and get that? Thinking it's not exactly back here, is it? It's like over there. How do I go over there then? I just like this.
Rizzo's purple berry punch. A soft, sour candy shell. Sweet purple berry flavored center.
Okay, this is more like it's on its level.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Concerned citizens often ask why there aren't enough new faces in the Halcyon colony. We all want new neighbors from time to time. Our studies have shown that a controlled population is inversely proportional to consumer happiness. Fewer callers.
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here in a long while. Oh, sweetie.
Nice. Looks like a bigger gunship. Well, it says tinkering, so you know what that means. We go to this, we take a look, see its damage, and we're going to spend a ton of money on it. Let's see if it outpaces my weapon that I have currently, which is like the Thor's hammer. 328 damage versus 314, and that one is not. That was not at the level that it needs to be. But then again, look at how much money I have to spend in order to upgrade some of these. Yeah, so sadly, I'm going to have to start looking for more up to my level stuff. Break that, and we're keeping the rest. But it looks like we're done with sneaking, aren't we? So we want to take that helmet, and we want to take that one. Repair. Oh, and that means you. You get that weapon. So now you get the big Zeus hammer now. Haha. I like this weapon. No, that explains why that door's locked. Can we just make our way to our ship, please? Oh! No, it gives me raspberries. Why raspberries? Actually, what do I have? What? Okay. Go and buy more of those because that's always nice. It's laborer's choice.
Hey there! Got word on the wire. Hope you enjoyed your time on Made it up.
Well, I thought it was neat.
I'm still working. We don't. Bye now.
Okay, that one dude was talking like he was going to get on your ship.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My cargo's worth a lot of money.
Hey, you got a second?
Felix? Oh!
Fancy running into you. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine look. Yes, just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. You're serious. I put together a little speech. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get a. Secondly, that motto. Wow. Thanks, boss. I'll just gather my personals and meet.
You see me growing.
Well, my guy is looking like the Hulk because he has that big heavy armor on him, which is pretty good for my current level, and pretty good for these areas. I don't know if there's anything, if there's going to be anything harder in the next area. I'm sure there is. It's just a question of when. And I'm not turning infinity. I'm not evil. And besides, you get to see enough injustice done by the board. Why give the board a leg up when they're doing everything to shoot themselves in the foot? We still got time, unless the loading screen wants to take up all the time. Unless you just got a really powerful weapon, and then that takes it down. I think that's a little bit broken. Yes, I can understand. However, unless you get stuck in a gravity well, you're not going to, for some reason, starts drifting in an odd way where you lose power. That's not what happens. When you lose all your power, when you lose your power thrust, you're just going to keep on going in that direction.
Your return time is within 14% of the expected value.
Whatever. Let's go. Okay. Oh, he's a great in the grenade launcher. Okay, you kidding me, right? That's your weapon? Okay, let me see your weapons then. You do quite a bit of damage comparative. Oh. Seems like there's more levels through this, but we'll see. Also, there's several things I need to do on Terra 2, but we're gonna go to Monarch, because why not?
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
We're gonna bring provide just to see what happens, see what sort of a talk they have between each other, and I'll bring the Mega along next time, and probably bring Felix along. Have my new team with me instead of because we already know that we can steamroll just about anything on this planet or any other. Well, I don't know about any other, but at least we're gonna be able to steamroll a lot of stuff. Because yes, I did quite a few things I steamrolled through, snuck through, or whatever, and that was also because of some of the stuff I did. But hey, you want to see people break the game. You want to have it blind run, but let's just break the game in the first run. Because we've already seen what it's like playing it with normal settings. We're just gonna have fun with it though. Monarch, which points to it being that I chose the wrong place to be. Can we please not have lag? Can we not have lag? Can we not have lag? And why did you pull out the hammer? Again with this so sensitive on that button touch. So sensitive on that button touch that if a fly were to land on it, we'd have the whole world explode. It's like a nuke button that has such a simple touch that it's you would have to have so little weight on it that you simply put 1 ounce on it, and next thing you know, boom, the nuke goes off, and you and everybody else is vaporized, and all the pancakes have turned to ash because everything else became ash in the blast zone. I'd much rather go after the fireball than I would the well. Okay. There's the point of detonation and its surrounding area, which will be literally a little volcano spot. Okay, and then you have the fireball, where everything in that fireball is going to be eliminated into ash. Probably from flesh to the buildings, the vehicles, to everything else. It would just be a flash, and everything would be a black and crisp. Oh, we are going so slow, so slow, so slow.
I test every product.
Make a buy or move on. Can we please not have a... Okay, I went through that lab. Did I miss? I don't know what I missed there, but I guess there's going to be enemies around because it wants to regenerate the stuff here. Have a fire effect on me for a brief second there. Tries pulling out the weapon a dozen times, doesn't want to come out. Simply touches the aim button. The weapon comes out faster than he can say no.
Great work.
Well, we got sight on the weapon, I think. Oh my goodness. Loop gun. What does this do? Huh. So it's some, oh no, some sort of weird, well, it's a weird weapon, I can say that much, but... Yet you load it with, you know... You load it with energy stuff, and you can't use it to defend yourself. Then again, you have to go through that little talk there, which surprisingly was which indicates what's going to have what's been happening in this world, in this universe, which is very sad. Being paused every 5 seconds. Could we please not be paused every 5 seconds? Could we continue on, please? No, we're pausing every 5 seconds, so. Should I hold outside then? Because it's sealed on this side. Hmm. Hmm. Well, this is the end of the video. If you liked, press that like button. If you really liked, press that subscribe button. I do more. There's more videos where this came from, and more videos that are going to come from this. And if not, press your comments. Press them in really hard because they'll love them as syrup. So, other than that, have a flipping good day.